Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHONJ couldn't survive a RHONY-style reboot. The Real Housewives of New Jersey, as we know it, is probably over. Andy Cohen and various cast members have been vocal about the long-running reality series changing the cast ahead of season 15. For the first time since the show debuted, Teresa Giudice may be given the pink. Like many of her cast members, Teresa has been toxic, a term that producers and Bravo want to distance themselves from as the show heads into its next iteration. While shows like The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and The Real Housewives of Orange County have featured fractured cast dynamics, they don't come close to what happened with RHONJ Season 14. As a result, there have even been calls for RHONJ to get of the Real Housewives of New York-style reboot. Well, RHONY needed to switch things up. Firing the entire cast and bringing in a new group of women has sent the ratings to worrying levels, signaling that a revamp with some original stars may have been a better idea. If Bravo and producers decide to reboot RHONJ, the numbers would similarly falter because many fans have watched these women for years and are actually invested in their storylines. RHONJ Season 14 wasn't bad. It featured plenty of drama and kept viewers debating the biggest developments all season. The issues stem from how toxic it is. For that reason alone, producers should be looking to refresh the cast with fun and vibrant personalities, instead of omitting the entirety of Season 14's cast. Losing Jennifer Aydin, Danielle Cabral, Melissa Gorga, and Margaret Josephs wouldn't be the worst thing that could happen because it would force the rest of the ladies to work together and form actual bonds with a new crop of ladies. Reports have surfaced that producers are on the hunt for a non-toxic new friend group. It seems the only way forward is to recruit 3 or 4 new full-time housewives. Love or hate her, Dolores Catania will film with anyone, as evidenced by how many times she's played Switzerland in arguments over the years. Firing the entire RHONJ cast would alienate viewers who wouldn't be interested in watching a brand new group of ladies, meaning the show wouldn't stand the test of time. The beauty of RHONJ is that the cast is connected because they run in the same circles. Finding a new group that is not connected to any of the current cast in some capacity would be a logistical nightmare. The show's biggest hurdle would be losing Teresa because the series has followed every aspect of her life since 2009. There's a good chance many viewers tune in for Teresa because they've watched her journey for so long and want to see it through to the finish line. Contrary to popular belief, Teresa has a good relationship with NBC Universal, or she wouldn't be appearing on House of Villains Season 2. All signs point to the show getting a revamp, with Teresa continuing as an original for her 15th season. Dolores should also be around for it, but the rest of the cast is up for debate. The Real Housewives of New Jersey, RHONJ, has been a juggernaut in the world of reality television since its debut in 2009. Known for its explosive drama, family feuds, and cast members with larger-than-life personalities. Over the years, the show has consistently delivered the kind of raw, unfiltered conflict that fans crave, with Teresa Giudice at the heart of most of it. But the question remains, could RHONJ survive a Real Housewives of New York, RHONY-style reboot? In 2023, Bravo took a significant risk by rebooting The Real Housewives of New York, shaking up its iconic cast and bringing in an entirely new roster of women. While the decision was divisive among fans, the network hoped to breathe new life into a show that had struggled with declining ratings and stale storylines. But a similar reboot approach for RHONJ seems unlikely to have the same chance at success. Here's why. 1. Family ties run deep. One of the defining features of RHONJ is its focus on family. The show is unique in that it often revolves around the dynamics between family members. From Teresa Giudice and her sister-in-law Melissa Gorga's on-again, off-again relationship to the Manzo and Loretta clans that were central in earlier seasons. These deeply personal connections have made the drama on RHONJ hit closer to home, giving it an emotional weight that goes beyond petty arguments. In a RHONY-Style reboot, which introduces a fresh cast with no familial ties, RHONJ would lose its heart. The show's most iconic moments, Teresa's infamous table flip, the christening brawl, and countless screaming matches between relatives, are rooted in the emotional intensity that comes with family conflict. Without those bonds, RHONJ would feel more like a generic Housewives franchise rather than the unique drama powerhouse it has become. 2. Teresa Giudice's shadow. Love her or hate her, Teresa Giudice is the face of RHONJ. Her personal journey, from her family feuds to her legal troubles and prison sentence, has been a central storyline for the show. Teresa's evolution from a table-flipping housewife to a reality TV icon has been one of the most compelling narratives in Housewives history. A RHONY-Style reboot, which would likely require the show to part ways with its long-standing stars, would be a death knell for RHONJ. Teresa's departure would leave a void too big to fill. Unlike RHONY, where fans were open to a cast overhaul after years of the same faces, RHONJ is so closely tied to its original cast members that a complete revamp would alienate the loyal viewers who tune in specifically for Teresa and her drama. 3. Loyal fanbase attachment. The fans of RHONJ are fiercely loyal, not just to the show, but to the cast members themselves. Viewers have been invested in the lives of these women for over a decade. They followed Teresa's journey through her legal battles, watched Melissa and Joe Gorga's marriage withstand endless pressure, and witnessed Dolores Catania's growth from friend of to full-time cast member with her own compelling storylines. Bravo's decision to reboot RHONY was met with mixed reactions, but RHONJ fans are even more invested in the existing cast. A full reboot would likely alienate the core audience, many of whom have formed emotional attachments to the long-standing stars. Without familiar faces like Teresa, Melissa, Dolores, and Margaret Josephs, RHONJ would risk losing the die-hard fans who have stuck with the show through thick and thin. 4. Cultural identity and regional specificity. RHONJ is intrinsically tied to its New Jersey roots. The show has always embraced the culture, from the Italian-American families to the lavish homes and over-the-top events that define the Garden State. There's a regional flavor to RHONJ that's distinct from other Housewives franchises, and that specificity has been a key part of its appeal. A RHONY-Style reboot could strip RHONJ of that cultural identity. Bringing in a new cast would likely mean introducing women from different backgrounds, lifestyles, and possibly even regions outside of New Jersey. While diversity is important, the show's regional identity is crucial to its charm. RHONJ fans don't want to see a generic cast of women who could be from anywhere. They want to see New Jersey in all its extravagant, gritty, and unapologetically loud glory. 5. Recasting isn't enough. The RHONY reboot's new cast was designed to reflect a younger, more diverse, and modern group of women who could breathe fresh air into the series. While it was a bold move, it's not necessarily a recipe for success across the Housewives universe. RHONJ's core appeal lies in the long-standing relationships between its cast members, the history they share, and the layers of conflict that have built up over time. Recasting RHONJ with a younger, hipper group of women wouldn't fix the show's problems. If anything, it would exacerbate them. The beauty of RHONJ lies in its cast history and longevity. You can't manufacture years of friendship, betrayal, and forgiveness with a new group of women. What makes RHONJ compelling is the slow burn of relationships, where viewers have seen conflicts build and resolve over time. A new cast wouldn't have that same depth, making the show feel more superficial. 6. New Jersey's unique brand of drama. There's a rawness to RHONJ's drama that is different from any other Housewives franchise. The women of New Jersey don't just argue, they go for the jugular. The confrontations are intense, emotional, and often deeply personal. Whether it's a family feud or a business rivalry, the stakes always feel higher on RHONJ. A RHONY-style reboot would struggle to capture that same intensity. The new cast of RHONY, while polished and entertaining, doesn't have the same visceral conflict that fans of RHONJ have come to expect. A reboot of RHONJ would likely lead to a more toned-down version of the show, losing the raw energy that has made it such a hit for over a decade. Conclusion: RHONJ thrives on continuity, not change. While RHONY's reboot was a bold move that may pay off in the long run, it's not a model that could be successfully applied to RHONJ. The New Jersey installment of the Housewives franchise is deeply rooted in its cast relationships, family dynamics, and regional identity. Fans have been following these women's lives for years, and they're invested in seeing those stories continue to evolve. A complete overhaul of the cast would strip RHONJ of its essence, alienating loyal viewers and diluting the very elements that have made the show a success. Instead of a reboot, RHONJ should focus on refining its existing cast, introducing fresh faces organically, and allowing the drama to unfold naturally. After all, in New Jersey, the drama isn't manufactured. It's born out of decades of history, rivalry, and familial loyalty.